So I know that you're gonna say that my microphone isn't off. Isn't off? Is off. Off. Yeah. I know you're gonna say that, so I was prepared. I'm listening to myself. I am listening to myself. You cannot do this to me anymore. Actually, it's on. Thank you. That's all I wanted to tell. Can anyone hear him? Good. Good. You can't? Well, unfortunately, that's on you, has been. All right. Gosh. All right, so we are in the epilogue. Yesterday's trial went a bit too late, right? So we're now in the epilogue, and it's gonna be super fun and exciting, right? So we can't wait for that. We're gonna be super awesome about this, and we're gonna have a lot of fun, right? We're gonna see what happens. Who gets to live? Did Junko actually survive? Did Mukuro actually survive? So we'll see. Also, what the heck was that? Right? So the bear, the entire time the bear was part of Junko's set, right? You saw the clips that they had at the top of their hair, like right there. Like I'm shaking my head because like it's on their head, right? Like right up there. Anyways, like they had little clips on their on their head. So, and that was like the kind bear and the mean bear. So anyways, that was it. That was what I noticed. But we're on the epilogue now. We just committed our last punishment time. So we're in it. We're in it to win it. First of all, how's it going, everybody? Hopefully your day has been great and it continues to be great. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. You got it. How's it going? How's it going? Winter, how's it going? Rui, how's it going? Color, what's up? Goofy, Wacky, how's it going? Has been, obviously. Ninja, what is up? Barbados, what is up? And Angie, what's up? Hopefully your days has been great and that it continues to be great. Also, always a shout out to Kayla, right? Because Kayla's always here in spirit. And let's go ahead with the end of the Danganronpa. Continue. I was so scared that I did not have this saved, but anyways, it was saved, which is good. Yeah, no worries about that, Ninja. It's completely okay. I'm sick. The 1 week of the year I'm sick. Very strange. No, Kayla. I'm studying for my economics test, which is first thing tomorrow morning. Dang. All right. Well, this is not going to be too long though. But even maybe we should go ahead. Hold on. Maybe we should go ahead with the thingies. Okay. Let's go with this voice. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing's changed. War never changes. Well, with one exception. The air purifier turned off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. It now stinks here. Goodbye, Despair High School. Epilogue. You gotta be here for it? Alright, bet. Aw. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door, nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. I thought absent-minded had a hyphen because that looked like a different word to me. Can someone confirm if absent-minded has a hyphen or not? Because that looked weird to me. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck in the limbo, unmoving, unsure, but in the end, we moved. A hyphen, yeah. We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who brought the silence. Makoto, would you do the honors? Okay. All right. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we've gotten. Ah. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
But is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much and find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
Ah.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
Ah.
In other
Skibbity. I will force you out, she said, just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here. Okay. But you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. More like the massive bullet. Okay, hold on. I have a lot of things to say. We're gonna talk about that after the epilogue. All right, so let's get this started. Also, hug it out. How's it going? Welcome.
It's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with this. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about. If something ever happens to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam him so far up. Achoo. Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? Okay, nice. It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. Leave? We can just go outside? Nice. Then that means the master can get... That's the first thing you... Oh, wait, because they don't remember. Ghosted, how's it going? Hopefully, you're done your homework. And then he'll get little jewels of babies. Goodness, please stop. That would be the that would be a greater honor than anything I've encountered so far. What? Anyways, don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave without her, without a problem. It's what's happened after we get out I'm worried about. But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks maybe we get out of here. We'll see everything she said about the world was a lie. On the other hand, if this door is a world peaceful as I remember, nah, it won't be. A lie, peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, and how do I put it? Unlike the school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. Okay, yeah, that's fair. But there also has to be lots of hope, right? No. The act of searching for hope is and trying to find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. I got a lot of things to say about that one also. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what you make a fall into. Okay. Is that what you mean? Makoto? I've been told by someone, I'm not gonna say who, but I've been told by someone that I say Makoto's name wrong. Even though everyone here says Makoto, which is not Skibbity, I like to say Makoto. I don't need any... That's why I say Byakuya's name. That's why I say Byakuya's name, Byakuya. Because do they actually say Byakuya? Or do they say Byakuya? Byakuya! 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 You're close? Okay. You know, Junko mentioned that there are still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make the work for me. Nice. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. I'll join you. Go follow anywhere you want to go. Aww. Well, my first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there. Nice. Look at how simple they are, you know? I'm going to do no more donut shops or donuts. I'll just get some flour and make some myself. Nice. I get it now. There's if there's no road, just gotta build one. Yeah, certain fate. Okay, whatever. That's my hope. I'll reach the next stage, the next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakure. Life story about to begin. I love saying that. My name is Yasuhiro Hagakure. Yeah. Thanks, Hina. You've totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out. Yeah, get it. Come on, Makoto. Even if ever gone a world, even if the world sneaks deeper, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out of here, get out there and do something, I have sort of an impact. Okay. But what can we do? There's so few and we're so small. What can we do? No, we can probably do anything. We can do anything. Nice. Oh.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Yeah.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed. But if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Nerd! It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Imagine it just blows up. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. Boom! The door began to open. With my hands, with our hands, hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. Oh. Wait, is that it? Is there something different? I thought there was something different. There's more? Okay, goodness gracious. Keep watching. Let's just jam out. Woo! We did it, chat. We graduated. Exactly what we wanted. Now we can be whatever we want to be. Like making money, right? And making money, you know? And making money. Honestly, that's the only thing. You just make money. Can't wait for Danganronpa 2. Eventually, yeah, it's gonna be eventually. We need to take a break from the Dangan because here's the thing. We don't want to be that Dangan stream, right? We want to be a variety stream. We gotta put some variety into the stream. Damon, I'm drawing you for Wonder and Zero thumbnail. If you stream the game, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming the game, but it's gonna be a while, so don't worry too much about. Take your time. I mean, it's so good, is it? I've been told good things. I've been told that everything was like it's much better. So if I liked this game, I would like the other game for sure. I have a lot of theories, right? Oh, here's the sus moment. Uh-oh, you can't see that. Okay, you can see that. Now we can do all the FTEs. What is it? What is that? Yeah, play the other game many months from now. Depending on how long it takes us to beat Metaphor, right? It might take us too long to beat Metaphor. Like, I'm very committed to do at least 2 weeks of Metaphor with like some games in between, right? But if my calculation is correct, this Dangan took what? 15 streams? That's about 30 hours, right? So that's 2.5 weeks, right? That's just about 2.5 weeks, 12 to 15 streams. So that's 2 to 3 weeks, right? So if we can do that, 2 to 3 weeks of Dangan, well, it's gonna probably be a month, right? If we do that. So we'll see what's up, because we also have to put Mobile Mondays in there, and we do have Roblox days. So the maximum we can ever do a stream is about 4 days. So that's what, about 2.5 hours each. 3, 6, 9, about 10, like 11 hours, 12 hours, right? It's roughly around 12 hours per week. So we could probably finish it in 3. Oh, we're not seeing that. We're definitely not seeing that. Oh, even more. There you go. We're not seeing that. That was way too much. So we can probably play Dangan 2 in about a month or so. So that'd be super nice to play it in a month. But Metaphor, I can't wait for it, because I had to unfortunately drop... we had to drop Persona 5 because it was way too sussy, and I was like getting to the point where I'm like, maybe I'm just gonna be covering up way too much. So let's not do that. Legitimately, Persona 5 is more sussy than this game, right? And I didn't realize that it could be that sussy. Literally the first, like the tutorial was basically bikinis everywhere. And I was just like, yeah, let's not do this. The next game, what game next? Oh. We got there. The next game will be Metaphor tomorrow. Dangan 2 is going to be probably... Oh. I knew they were alive. I knew that... do you know the whole reason why I knew? Because why would she ever kill her sister?
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
So that's just obviously to congratulations, Easter egg. Huh? You received an Easter egg. Do you want to save data in the epilogue? Yes, it was like very, very quick. Let's just go ahead and do that. Yes. Huh? Oh, and then we can go epilogue. Okay, that was it. So do you think the bad ending is better than the good ending? Because I feel like the good ending, you just graduate, but the bad ending gets you more, right? No, the bad ending's worse. School mode is interesting. What's school mode? This is what if simulations type play mode?
Thrills, chills, kills!
Huh? The bad ending is way worse in Trial 5. Oh, like the last trial is even worse? Okay, yikes. Okay, what is this? We can't continue, obviously. I don't know what's happening. The massive high school towers all over, okay? Like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Okay, so we're playing this again. Is school mode? Oh, are we playing in the school? Honestly, I think the bad ending is just Makoto's hallucination. The dev just reused Makoto's execution to save money. It's basically just if they actually went to school. Oh, like how long is this? Is this enough for a stream? Actually, no. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do this. The reason why I'm not going to do this stream, because I do want to talk about some things. Okay? So, let's go into just chilling. Let's get everything sorted. Let me get everything prepared first, chat, okay? Let me just get everything prepared. Okay? Just let me get everything prepared, all right? Oops. There we go. I was like, what the heck? Let's get everything prepared and let's just see. Oh, chat, you're so tiny. You're like teensy tiny in that little thingy. Yeah, you're teensy tiny. We got to get the background music in check as well. Background music, because we have to, and then here's the thing, I want to put the Dangan music on, but then it's also like maybe I'm gonna get like copyrighted like to all Oblivion and back kind of thing, right? So I don't want that to happen. So let's just put my classic music, just like the chill, right? Oh, lo-fi. I have it already here, like the Japanese, like lo-fi geek. What's this? Royalty-free lo-fi. There you go. All right, and let's just go browser for this one. It's a bit too loud, right, chat? Should be good. It's a bit too loud. Like probably here. That should be good. All right, chat. Wait, why did chat disappear? Oh, there you go. No, it just disappeared. There you go. Can you make it louder? I can still hear your voice. Funny! Funny! Let's go with... Oh. There you go. Almost like it didn't capture my mouth moving because I was like going back. Let's go there. I think that's all good. All right. So, oh, right. I wanted to do this. I wanted to make this bigger. There you go. The font of this should be a bit bigger. Where's font size? There you go. Okay. We're good. So, chat, I had a few things. Truth or dare? No truth or dare. So, I had a couple of things to do. By the way, first of all, check out the new background. You see that? See the new background? The new background's so skibbity, right? Look. See? I spy Jinshi. Yeah, Jinshi's like right there. Right? Jinshi's right there. You can see my other favorite you can see my other favorite anime character, which is Yor right there. Right? You can see Yor right above there. You see that? So Yor Forger is right there, which is cool. Oh goodness, chat, you need to be a bit more. You need to be like 40. There you go. You're gonna be massive. All right, so chat, I have a couple of things to discuss with you about, okay? So one of the things that I had in terms, like I watched the thing over again, right? I watched the thing over again, and I have to tell you something, that like the thing that I watched, the neck twist reminds me of the teacher and little oh yeah, the neck twist, yeah, exactly. So oh, here we go. So I watched the first VOD that I ever did of this game, right? I watched my first VOD, okay? And the first VOD had me see the first cutscene again, right? I saw the first cutscene again. And hold on. There we go. So it had me thinking that the first person that died, right? You ever saw that first person that died in the cutscene? Have you ever seen that one? So the first person that died in that cutscene with Monokuma at the start, that was the dad. Can we do truth or dare? No. What the glip? Is he finished? Yeah, I am. That was Kyoko's dad. Yeah. I did not realize until I was like, wait, what was this like whole thing about, why was that first clip? And I was looking at it, I'm like, wait, you know, like the final scene that we had, the final death scene that we had, the death scene was about like all the deaths combined, right? So there was the baseball one, and there was the fire one, there was all those other ones. They were just combining everything, and then I realized, wait, why is the rocket one the last one? And I was like, wait, nobody got killed with a rocket. And then I was like, oh wait, there was someone that got killed by a rocket, and that was the person, the last person. I mean, the first person, which was that crying dude. He was the first one, right? So they got killed in the beginning, and then that's when the whole story started. So the thing that got me really confused was that why did we start in his house? Why did we start in Makoto's house, and all of a sudden we got that scene before we started the game, right? And then Makoto's house, and then after that we got into Makoto's house. So that means that doesn't track. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it doesn't track. So I was kind of confused. And then I got to see, I went over, I was like, wait, this skeleton is so weird. Why is there only this skeleton? And all of a sudden I knew, like, oh wait, that was the skeleton of the first person that got killed. I was like, wow, okay, there you go. So why was it? Her dad fine though? Nah, I don't think so. He's a skeleton, bro. The dude in the first cutscene is the headmaster. Yeah. That was the first one. We were saying that in chat. Were you actually? Yeah, I was not looking chat because I didn't want to get spoiled. There's more context in the anime. I'm gonna be watching the anime. So the last place that I left off in the anime was which one was it? I think it was the Celeste one. So the last time I went there was the Celeste one, and it was actually, like, you know, it was not bad. I know it's 24 episodes. Like, there's a massive amounts of episodes here, and I'm wondering, wait, they're going through these quite fast. How are we ever going to, you know, to parse this out that way? It isn't there's just not too much like, there's just not enough content in season 1. Or at least Danganronpa. And then someone told me, well, yeah, half the anime is also Dangan 2. So that kind of tipped me off to being like, all right, so there has to be a reason as to why that is. And obviously now Monokuma is alive again in Dangan 2. So that just kind of tipped me off. I knew the anime, because the anime was like that. I was like, that might be the reason why the anime was like that. Anyways, so there's a couple of things that I want to discuss to you about. All right. What is the context of this massive despair thing, right? It was never explained fully. It was just like there. So what's the context of this despair thing? Like, can someone tell me that? Damon, did you want to know what the bad ending was? Oh yeah, bad ending. Yes. Let me hear the bad ending. It's extremely watered down. Oh, you would watch season 1 of it. After DR2, you would watch Despair arc first, then Hope arc. Oh, okay. Dangan 3 anime, you can only watch that after Dangan 2. Okay. I can't see what's going to say. Okay, that's fair. Is he going to play V2 or Despair Girls? I'm gonna play all of them. I feel like these are the games that I like a lot. I'm gonna play all of them. However, because of my new streaming kind of strategy, I don't want to play because I missed out on so many things in this game, right? I've actually learned now that if I do this, then if I do the thing that I did before where I played the game once a week, maybe twice a week at max, right? Then I would forget everything that happened the last week because I've played already 5 other games after that. So I'm looking at it being like, I don't really remember anything. So that's why I wanted to like change my streaming schedule for this, because if I can play this consistently and like consecutive days, then yeah, I'll start remembering everything, right? So that's the reason why I was like, maybe I should just do it. So there you go. I just did it. So we don't play other, like obviously we'll have games here and there, but that's what I got me really confused with the first one, because I didn't play the game consistently. So that's why I'm now changing it, where Dangan 2 is going to be a lot better because that's going to be consistent days of streaming it, right? So it's going to be good. Also, do not watch Dangan 2 anime, Despair arc and Hope arc before finishing Dangan 2. Okay, bet I can do that. Basically, Junko gets and Despair is the only thing. Okay, gotcha. That's basically it. Gets bored super easily, and Despair is the only thing that excites her. So basically, she did this for her own pleasure, obviously, because she couldn't stay there, right? That's what I was thinking. The only motive was no motive at all. They just got really bored, and the fact that like maybe this is the way for me to appease my boredom. But as you already saw the ending scene, obviously Mukuro is not dead yet. I just could not. As I said before, if they were from Fenrir, there is no way someone could die that easily. Number one. Number two, like they were trained for a mercenary after 3 years. You're telling me that a mercenary that was trained since they were like a child, you're telling me that a 13-year-old mercenary being a mercenary for 3 years, now 16, now going to a high school, you're telling me that they would die that easily? No way. No way. I would not believe that at all. So I thought that was kind of way too crazy for them to die. And obviously now like this is the one big thing. But the other one was the fact that Junko had the motive to kill the sister. I'm pretty sure they thought they killed the sister, maybe, but there's always that weird thing, that inkling that I had in my head where it's just like, wait, why did they only have, what's this? Why did they only have the spikes go in non-vital areas? You got what I'm talking about? Like, you got what I'm talking about? Like, that's like one thing. Okay, so the bad ending is Kyoko is executed after you call out her lie. You wind up living in the school forever with the rest of the cast. Also, Aoi gives birth to dang, 3 children? So they're just living there forever now? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that was the whole point. Like, Junko just wanted to have fun and they wanted to have despair, and they really, if they didn't kill anyone, then it would just be, hey, guess what? We just live here comfortably. That's crazy. See, like that's what, you know, if you've ever watched the Batman series, right? Or not the Batman series, but the Batman movies, like, you know, The Dark Knight Rises, you know, and all that stuff. The one thing with Joker is that, or no, there was something about Joker. Anyways, what they're saying is that some people just want to see the world burn, and that's what Junko wanted, right? I think that's what Junko had. Junko just wanted to see the world burn. And those are like very dangerous types of people. Like, imagine that. Like, I can see that they would probably have that kind of personality because the sister's obviously been a mercenary, right? So I can see that. She has one each with Hiro, Makoto, and Byakuya. Also, Toko dies at some point. That's basically all that is shown. Toko dies? Aww. Oh, it's because they were, it's because Aoi, right? It's because they didn't want, but that's crazy. I cannot believe that they're just like, it's literally Fallout, but with more steps. You got what I'm talking about? Like, if there was actually a Fallout scenario, by the way, chat, I am an expert at Fallout scenarios, okay? I played every single Fallout game. I've played all other types of Fallout games. I've played that genre of post-apocalyptic open world RPGs, and I'll just say you, I know what you're talking about. Like I know that I've mastered those types of games, and I could survive the outside world legitimately, because I'm a wanderer, right? I'm a wanderer. Come on, down, down, down. Okay, let's go down. I don't think he's gonna play what's UDG, because it's not in the package thing. Oh, what's UDG? Can you tell me what that is? Yeah, the radio songs are so banger in Fallout, not gonna lie to you. Ultra Despair Girls. Okay, is super sussy. Is it actually? Dangan 3 is more than oh really? Is Dangan 3 even more sussy? Explains it more. Okay, DR0, so the first one, right? It's a no. Mukuro is liar, they're not. Damien, I have some bad news. Oh no, what happened? I mean, Mukuro was willing to do anything for Junko. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that like Junko is no, Mukuro is definitely alive for 100%. I'm pretty sure that they're close enough, because they have like that sibling twin thing, right? So is it, oh, Dangan Zero is a novel? Yikes, I'm not gonna read that. Maybe I could read that on stream, maybe, who knows. Read my explanation. Yeah. I'm just slow because I'm also putting my own commentary in it. Damien, you won't know how the biggest despair tragedy thing is until you play all the games. Are you serious? Gosh. Sounds like 2 and 3 are sussy. Might have to review. Well, I can't review it. Here's the thing, I can't. I want to play it blind. I know that 2 is really good, and if other streamers have played 2 before, and I see a lot of streamers, like if there's a streamer that is also a VTuber of like another VTuber agency that doesn't allow those kind of things, then if they're playing it, then I'm allowed to play it. That's how I kind of gauge it, where if there's another streamer. Hello? 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 Wow, I just lost hearing in the one side of my ear. Dang, okay. I can see the mic moving. You can hear us. But yeah, that's how I gauge which games I'm supposed to be able to play, by going to different kind of VTuber agencies and whatnot that kind of has the same type of vibe as like a family friendly stuff like that. Doesn't allow like quote unquote say so. Like I think say so means like demure. It means demure. Say so is basically the Japanese word or meaning for demure. So that's, I'm kind of going there. If they play it, then I can play it. I know that someone already played Dangan 1, which I'm also really happy about. So I can probably play Dangan 2, but let's see though. We'll see. Well, she's technically the ultimate analyst. Okay. It's wild that they animated in Dangan 3. Imagine if, imagine me in a Fallout scenario. Imagine me in a Fallout scenario. I'd just win. I'm afraid I don't know what the animated color. I'm at least halfway through Dangan 2. Okay, Ultimate Despair Girls. It's not part of like the main mini games. Okay, gotcha. Ultimate Despair Girls. Okay, yeah, amazing. Okay, I'm caught up now. Damien, we can't hear you. Okay, your mic is muted. Okay, Live, Laugh, Love. Voiceless Damien. Nah, their bond was weird as heck in my opinion. I like the characters, but the bonds are questionable. So, speaking of bonds, right? Speaking of bonds in this game, okay, so there were some. Okay, so let me tell you who my favorite. I still think that Junko was my favorite character. I still put that, and I also like Monokuma. And then now I realize that Monokuma and Junko is one of the same. So basically, I picked the same character, right? So I'm definitely good with that. So Makoto, Byakuya are my favorites. Yeah. Like of the guys, I think Byakuya is gonna be my favorite. Makoto was too much of a coward for me, especially when they like tried to solve different mysteries, you know, like it's kind of like they're always getting handheld. Also, let me just tell you something. I dislike some of these some of the kind of mechanics of these kind of games, right? So you're looking at it in like a Phoenix Wright sort of system. And in Phoenix Wright, I'm burping. So in Phoenix Wright, there's right? Their name is Mai, and they are the detective or like whatever, the lawyer. Mai is the lawyer that is the supervisor slash like the person that is training Phoenix, right? And they're the ones that actually deal with the entire case. Now the case is like, oh hey, like I know everything about this case, so but you're gonna have to do all of it, Phoenix, because that's your job. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is the same thing. This is the same thing with this game, because it's like, oh hey, Makoto, I'm Kyoko and I know everything of this case already, but I'm not gonna tell you anything. I'm like, dude, what? Why are you not telling me anything? We need this information. It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, that's fair. Mechanics get slightly better after this. It makes me so mad. It does. It makes me really mad that like they know everything and they're just like, wait, I'm not gonna do it. Like all that stuff. Like that's kind of so weird. That's like one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. But anyways, whatever. Okay, I have to settle a debate. You seem like the kind of guy to like COD between these two games, Advanced Warfare and the Black Ops 3, which is the better, which has better maps. I'm gonna tell you right now, Kayla. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't like either game. I don't like either game. Not a single one of those games I like. None of those. None of those games I like. Sakura, Sakura, you like Sakura? Don't worry, you won't be handheld as much in Dangan 2. Okay, you're most welcome. As for Makoto though, he's my trans masculine representation. My favorite boy. Look, like Makoto just felt so useless. Let's just put it to you that way. Makoto felt like a little child being guided through this place, and I'm just like, wait, why am I such a little boy? Like, this is the time for us to just step up. Why can't we be just like Byakuya? Why can't we be just like Byakuya? Like, if I was in this scenario, let me just tell you something. If I was ever in a scenario like this, bro, you hear me? You hear me? Look into my eyes. You hear me? I would survive. Not the way that Makoto survived, right? I would survive in a way where nobody else survived. Is the one person I'm just like, oh, you want to have this game? Fine. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm just like, too bad. But now I kind of realize the reason why Junko did all that stuff is because obviously they were bored, right? So Junko was really, really bored of living in that place. So number one, why didn't they just leave the place, huh? Were they given some sort, do they know the full story behind all of it in the background? And if so, why, just why did they just not leave? If you know, like, it's worse off in this school. They just killed their sister, right? Now they're killing everyone else. You're telling me that this is better than the outside world? That also didn't get, like, I didn't get it. Like, I know they devised this whole game so that they would have some sort of entertainment for like a couple of weeks, but I'm like, but they said that they were planning this from the beginning. So they were planning this for a good 2 years, and you're telling me that you're telling me that they just did it now? It doesn't make any sense. That one didn't make sense to me. So why is that? I hate that my favorite character in there died first. Yeah, I know, same here. Oh no, why, you're talking about Leon, Sayaka, or Junko? My favorite is Junko, and they died right away. That's an official art of wearing what looks like a binder, and I'll take what I can get, to be honest. I think you'll like a certain character from that. I mean, he entered Hope's Peak as the ultimate lucky student and not a real classified skill. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The story of how Makoto got into Hope's Peak is so interesting. Really? Oh, okay. Junko was broadcasting the killing game to anyone that was still alive to the outside world. Yeah, like I knew that one. But like there has to be more people in the outside world. That can't just like they tried to save the people, right? In a couple of in like I think it was like act 2, like chapter 1, they were trying to chapter 1 or chapter 2. Wait. It was the one no, it was the one with the beach, or not the beach, but the pool. It was the one with the pool where they heard gunshots, right? Like the turrets and everything. Oh, right. Okay. I'll explain about the turrets afterwards, but like all the turrets, they said like, hey, like I heard some gunshots outside. Like what's going on? Like, oh, someone's just probably like, you know, like just testing or something like that. Fine, whatever. Sure. Do whatever you want. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So when I looked at the vault, like there's a massive vault, right? Vault 87 or something like that. So the vault was like this big door with like Gatling guns, right? They had all this ammunition. They had all these things. They had monitoring systems and whatnot, and they had everything that they needed to become like self-sufficient, right? So why didn't they just take their chances? You know, they had flipping 5 chickens to live off of. Can you imagine living off of 5 chickens for years upon years? And how did that food ever get stocked? For years? You're telling me that fruits and veggies were stocked up for years? That doesn't make any sense to me. What is it, Barbs? Rip Leon, yeah. His luck really does exist. Oh my god, they're just dunking on me. So that's what I didn't also understand. Like how was there food still? Was there someone delivering the food? Then I didn't get that. Like what was going on? You know, like if someone was actually trying to take over this place, let's put it to you this way. It's an entire school that just has boarded up walls and stuff like that. Fine. But why did nobody just, I don't know, snip the power? Anybody ever thought about that? Why didn't they just snip the power? It doesn't make any sense. Whoever was trying to save them should have just snipped the power. And if there's still power, you know, if there's still power and there's still people people working in the power stations, why, like, how can I ever believe that someone, like, there's like ultimate despair or something? Like, how can I ever believe that? You get what I'm talking about? Right? Bro would be the ultimate chicken breeder by then. Also, after you're done with the games, if you don't want to read the novel, someone made a video explaining. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, the whole series. Okay. This game where you really don't think a lot about the world building or story. Yeah, well, that's fine, but like it's still something that like confused me, you know, like just a little bit. How would they be able to if it's heavily fortified? Well, no, there's a power line that goes into the school. There's a power line into the school, unless they went outside and actually, you know, dug up from the asphalt. Then they can just snip the power. Snip. Or if someone is, let's say, for example, still operating the closest power station, you know, like a power plant somewhere or something like that, if they're still able to power that, if there's still people that's sane enough and that isn't rioting and destroying things, then yeah, then you can do that. Like for example, in the vaults, right? In Fallout, they actually explained it like, oh, hey, yeah, we actually have a nuclear reactor within the school. And I'm thinking that was in the physics lab that they had a nuclear reactor, but it was never really said, like that big massive machine that was just like a ball. I thought that was like, okay, this could look like a reactor. Maybe it is a reactor. So maybe that's how they did, but that's so close to everyone that could have just like radioactified everything. Who knows? But there was like, everything was still there. Like all the power was there for weeks on end, and they still had food, and you know, like and then people were still trying to save them and stuff like that. It's just like overall, the thing that the thing that still is confusing me, and I know chat already said like, hey, guess what, you're gonna go ahead and tell me, well no, the story is gonna be more fleshed out as time goes on, and I play the stories more, like all the series, I guess, like it will explain it, but still it's just like it should be self-explanatory in this one, right? How did Damien miss so much lore? It explains a lot of this in this game. No, I don't think so. Nothing was explained in this game, I don't think. My chilling while everyone turns into a theorist. Me chilling. Yeah, they supposed to know that. Yeah, they're supposed, like, how, like, if someone tells you, hey, the whole world is now destroyed, whoopsie, you know, like you know, bar everything up, you know, put that, and then we'll survive here forever. Forever is a massive word. That's basically infinite, right? Forever means infinite in context, right? So if they're able to survive infinitely, they need to have infinite power, especially when you're running like 1 billion cameras with the air purifier, with stuff like that. There's like, and also food things, like in Project Zomboid, I have 1 generator that runs out in like a day of fuel because I had 3 fridges. That's it. And you're telling me that this entire 5-story floor or 5-story massive school that has a reactor inside, right? I don't know if it's a reactor, who knows? It couldn't be a power generator, it just couldn't be. But if they had that with turrets and a vault that's supposed to stay up and killing supplies, now I'm talking about, right? So once they said like the only thing that got me confused was the last thing that they said was that there's still a chaotic world outside, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't know about that one, you know? I don't know about that one, champ. Maybe you should rethink about that one. Like, I'm pretty sure there is nothing going on outside other than a proper world, you know? It's kind of weird. Rui knows it all and very upset when supposedly it was explained, but you forgot. No, I don't think I forgot. I think it was just never explained. They were rich. No, it's a school for talented students. They're set for life. They probably had a lot lying around. Besides, Junko most likely knew about the whole sheltering plan, but like, that's fair. They're like, let's for example, let's put this into context. They are the most advanced school in this whole entire place, right? Let's just, for example, that happened. You're telling me that they're gonna go ahead with 16 students, they're gonna go ahead and repopulate the entire world, or let's say the entirety of Japan. Let's just put it into context. Let's just say Japan, right? These 16 students that had the ultimate fighter as well and all that stuff, they were supposed to go ahead and just repopulate the entire world. Yeah, I'm talking about like a Noah's Ark kind of thing, like, you know, like they put like, oh, they have 2 lions and all that stuff. By the way, again, as I said before, with only 2 chickens, I mean, so 4 chickens, 5 chickens, 4 chickens now, but 5 chickens. If there was nothing else in the world that was all despair, don't you think that all the chickens are gone too? How are they supposed to learn? Byakuya, like, was it like, yeah, I guess that they had like different talents and stuff. Maybe I'm just like I'm over analyzing it because, like, number 1, that's what I like to do, and number 2, I like these kind of games and I'm like really immersed in it. That's why I wanted to play it a lot. But the story ended up not the best, or it had like a cop-out explanation, be like, oh hey, guess what, like this is the last thing, like, whoa, like everyone is still going crazy outside, whoa. I'm like, I don't know. My 3rd jump scare did too, whatever you say. Okay, Damien, by the time you read this, I stole your wallet and bought a ticket to Disney. Nice. In the anime, she went to extreme measures for everything, and I mean everything. Okay, so what do you mean, right? I don't mind spoilers at this point because I already know. So I like what do you mean by that? Just for number 1 though. Just tell me for number 1 because I still haven't played number 2. So can you just tell me the spoilers right now for number 1? I just want to know because like I get it that the game didn't really go through it all, which is fine, right? But it's still like, come on. Ouch. Like overall, I like the game. Overall, I like the game. I really did. And I think I am just like over analyzing things. But yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Here. This is the thing that I wanted to say. So while I'm waiting. So what I really need to say is that there was the whole thing. Oh no. Wait, now I lost my train of thought. Gosh. Oh my gosh, the ADHD's hitting hard. Let me drink some water. Yeah, oh, here. So you know that everyone is supposedly the best at something, right? This school is supposed to be inviting everyone. Okay? They're supposed to be inviting everyone plus more and stuff like that. You're telling me that only like they're the only class that survived was their class of 16 people of the entire school. By the way, this school, maybe this portion of the school only had enough dorms for 16 people from what I saw. But like, number one, like there's only a couple of classes and there's only a couple of dorms. So is there overall 2 people? I mean, 2 sets of classes here. That's it. So like our class and another class, because when you looked at the second floor dorms, there were only what? Maybe another 6 or 8 rooms. So how many people actually went to the school? Or is this just one part of the school? Just a barricaded part of the school, right? So then now I'm thinking about it, or I've been thinking about it. Why is it only their class? What happened? And why just the headmaster? So everyone died plus the headmaster and plus their class. Why? Okay, so that makes sense because the headmaster wanted to save the kid. Okay, yeah. No, that makes sense. Because the headmaster wanted to save their kid specifically, then they wanted to save that class specifically. But it's also like, you're really just doing that? Because they are the yeah, but there's other freshmen, right? Yeah, you can say something. Anyone can say something. Like, this is the time to spoil Dangan 1. Literally, I am ready. Like, I am telling you, I am okay with spoilers for Dangan 1. Right? So go ahead and spoil Dangan 1. I don't like at this point, I'm finished the game. I realized it. I obviously did not get too shocked because I already theory crafted the entire thing. I knew that somehow Junko was going to be alive, right? Because I said before, you can't just die off. I mean, you can't just die like that. It's kind of weird, right? Before everything even started, kind of weird. So I know I was wrong by the why or the how they died or how they didn't die, but at least I knew that they weren't dead, right? There you go. They scout students privately, I think, like for yeah, but like they scouted like what? Like 16 people only? Like they said that everyone died other than this one class. Obviously they were scouting different people for sure. So do you mean like, do you know those, do you know that, that DVD, right? They're like, oh, hey, I need this for your confirmation. Do you want to stay here and live a better life with everyone just so that, you know, you can live and stuff and you can create a better world for Japan? And they're like, yeah, sure. Let's do that. When did they have time to do this? When everyone died? Because remember, they didn't barricade anything until after after all the students agreed. So you're telling me that they had to wait with a non-barricaded school. So how many people did the headmaster sacrifice? Because he had to live. They only barricaded the school after. And then for some reason, this school was also equipped with turrets on the ceiling, by the way, out of nowhere. And they put an entire vault door at the front entrance of the school. So you're telling me that 16 students were able to do this? Kind of sus. How many people did they actually sacrifice? And plus, they chose the place where the school had oh, well, maybe I guess that's where the headmaster has like the private room and stuff like that. Maybe, who knows? Ouch. Ow! Ow. My ribs. They're the youngest class. Nah, it still doesn't explain it. The youngest class doesn't mean anything because that means they're just the weakest one, right? They're the unproven one. So if there's if there's a class that's like much more advanced and they're still like of age to like, you know, to rebuild the world, isn't that a better thing? Then, you know, they're more matured enough to do this, all that stuff. Obviously, like for the purpose of the game, but then they didn't write it into the loophole. They just said, oh yeah, you're the only survivors. I'm like, okay, sounds cool. Like as I said before, the more that this thing explains itself, and the more that it is like teetering away from the simulation, the more the story starts to unravel just a tiny bit. For me, at least. For me. Maybe someone's gonna clip this and being like, wow, this guy's trash. But at least for me, I'm just like, why? You know? Like, I'm just still asking why. Like, why did they do that? Why was it like that? You know, how did this happen? You know, like, if this isn't a simulation and someone is just, you know, doing this for fun, for funsies, doesn't make any sense, right? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, the world's still burning outside? You have advanced technology enough to maybe, for example, let's say that is a reactor inside there. I'm like, you have enough power to make a reactor. You have that much talent to make a reactor. And these 16 students, 16 young kids were there barricading this place. And it was like, okay, well, we have enough talent to do this. Why can't they just make a mecha suit and just destroy everyone? They were able to put turrets down in the pool, like in the pool section, as well as probably everywhere around the school. They were able to put that down, and you're telling me they can't just make a mecha with a nuclear reactor inside? But instead, they chose to stay inside? Kind of sus. Damien, we can't spoil anything in Danganronpa 1 without spoiling other games. They're all connected. What? So, I can't get explanation? Huh? I don't get it. Let's say let's say Dangan 1 was where you stopped, right? Let's say you played this game in 2010. You're telling me that I don't have any explanation at all. Let's say I'm back in 2010. Yo, what up, bruh? My name is Damien. I like to wear heavy chains on my neck, and I like to wear nail polish because it's the goth era, and I would like to wear eyeliner and eyeshadow, and I like to call myself the nickname of Darkness, yeah. So like, pretend that it's 2010 and I take really awkward emo photos of myself, right? You're telling me that this is an incomplete story game because I can't get told what the story is about without spoiling other games that happened after it. So this is like Kingdom Hearts all over again, where the story just expands. Or is this already a completed story and you have something to tell me without needing to spoil the other games because this game already told it to me and I just either forgot or did not remember. Or forgot, did not remember, or I forgot or I didn't get it, right? Like it just doesn't, you know I'm talking about. It's just kind of off to me. Okay, there's a lot of people in the school at one time. You have to be the scouted in order to go to the school. I cannot say what happens in the other class. Can't say anymore. Essentially, without it being too much of a spoiler, everyone else wasn't dead. They were just infected by despair. Everything I want to answer to the anime of V2, not necessarily dead. Okay, D3, there was only one. But anyways, one of my favorite characters done got introduced in the next game. I wasn't an anime. Okay, there's another K killing and no one's saying okay. Oh yeah, Damien, where do you think the next Danganronpa is gonna take place? I think it's gonna take place from what I saw in the game, like just the game title itself. I think it's gonna take place in like another I think it's gonna take place. Here's the thing. Oh my gosh. I think I just figured it out. If what everyone's saying is true, that all of them are dead. If Mukuro and Junko are dead and everyone's left, I think it's alter ego, is it not? Because alter ego is still in the machine. If alter ego is still in the machine, they could be now the new Monokuma, because they've taken all of the records, right? And with all that AI knowledge and like deep learning and stuff, could be Monokuma. Never know. I'm still hoping it's Mukuro. I really do. But like, I think it's like the place where I'm thinking is gonna be like Hawaii or something, because what I saw was like a lot of flowers and stuff like that, so it could be Hawaii. We are explaining Damon slow reader Uchikawa. yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that's how it was. Nah, I feel like Damien would be more of a scene kid. A scene kid? What's a scene kid? Down 2 explains a lot of stuff. Oh really? But like, again, that's literally what we mean. By the way, everyone, don't forget to like this. Oh, thanks. If you call something, I will not say anything. Sigma. But like, so here's something, right? So I like to because with all the information, so hear me out, chat. I love solving mysteries. I am basically Kyoko in a Damien form, right? And I really like to analyze things. Like, I get information and then I put it into the context of what we're talking about. And what I'm currently understanding is that, let's say, for example, because I can never tell if it's true or not, right? Because it still doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. To be infected with despair doesn't make any sense. To start killing people, it just obviously doesn't make any sense. And if people are infected with despair, hear me out, then why didn't Junko just up and leave? You get what I'm talking about? If everybody was infected with despair and they're not really dead, then why didn't Junko just leave? And like, hey, I like despair so much that I actually just did this so that I can see despair even more. Okay, then leave. If they really thought that, then why didn't they just leave? They're like, they would have been like, oh, hey, like, I'm the headmaster. Like pretend I'm the headmaster. Oh, hey, I'm the headmaster of this place. My name is Headmaster Son. I have something. I'm recording this, by the way. Do you want to stay in this place so that we can go ahead and pop to make a better Japan once all of the despair is gone? And me, as Junko, that likes despair to the point where I'm willing to kill my sister for a bit of dopamine in my brain, I'll be like, nah, I'm Gucci, fam. I'm just gonna go outside and just have fun. Why didn't that happen? I don't understand. Why didn't that happen? You know, that's why it's like a kind of an iffy thing. Again, that doesn't make any sense to me, because Junko would have just left and this whole thing would not have happened. And don't tell me they're worried for their life. Do not tell me that, because they killed themselves. If they were actually worried for their own life, they wouldn't have killed themselves, and they would have just been like, no, I'm lying. You're all dead now. Bye. You know, they can't do that. You can't, like, everything says cap in this entire thing, right? So like, I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense. If everything just was infected with despair, they would have had more fun outside than they did inside. And if they had that, then they'll be okay. I don't know. It sounds good, Gucci to me. And if they could open the door anytime that they wanted, they had the entire door opener, you could have just done it. Huh? Just didn't make any sense to me. Unlikely alter ego did reflect some of the aspects of that guy. I forgot his name. Okay, yeah, Chihiro. Yeah. Damien, I have finished the fan art. Nice. Welcome back there, Totally Sancho. What's up? Headmaster, yeah, the headmaster. She wanted to destroy the last bit of hope by infiltrating the last group of humans that can repair society from the anarchy it was in. But here's the thing. If it's such a small group of people, you're really thinking that that's gonna help out? Really? You know what I'm talking about? Right? Like, aren't human beings supposed to always go for something that they know rather than something they don't know? So if I know that I like the despair outside more than trying to infiltrate this place, right? They had to kill their sister just to get a bit of dopamine, and they had to go through all of that just to get a bit of dopamine. And if people just said to stay here, by the way, who wrote that note? Do not leave. You know that note that was found in the thingy, do not leave? Who was that? Some random thing? Who wrote that note? The people? Nobody ever explained that. So, Damien, I have the panel on my YouTube. Nice, good stuff. Okay, she gets joy from destroying hope, but destroying, okay, does anyone like omniscient reader's viewpoint? Who's omniscient readers? I have posted the Damien theory. I have posted the fan art on my community post. Nice, good stuff. There was already a lot of despair in the real world, but she wanted more. She wanted the true ultimate despair. But here's the thing. If they wanted to have ultimate despair, removing all of hope, there's no more despair, because then there's nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Like, when there's dark, there's if it's, you can only have dark if there's light, and vice versa. You can only have light if there's dark, kind of thing. Like, you know, there's two sides of the same coin. You're literally removing hiccups. You're literally removing the full coin. So you're telling me that they wanted to remove the source of their despair? The source of despair, they wanted to remove all that? That means there's other, and plus don't tell me that, because there was pockets of hope also, right? Wasn't there pockets of hope out there still? So they could have just chased that, right? With their other despair people, they could have chased that. If there were other pockets of hope out there, they could have done that, but they didn't. That makes sense again. Watching Makoto walk aimlessly is just watching Dora question the eyes third time. It's because they're from Hope's Peak, the place that is supposed to cultivate hope from the future. She wanted to destroy the last bit of hope. Her whole thing is flawed, and that's kind of the point. She doesn't fully realize this. Okay, well, I get it. Like, she's flawed. That's for sure. She's flawed. And I can say that as a character design, and that's fair, that they are a flawed character and they have no clue. And they want to just see the world burn, which is, again, completely fine, right? They just want to see the world burn, completely fine. But why did they kill themselves? That's my whole thing. Why did they kill themselves? Why? Answer me that. Why? If you really wanted this and you had all the power in the world, you had to give up your own life? Doesn't make any sense. You basically, if you really wanted all hope to go away and you were here, you would actually just do that? Isn't backstabbing and betrayal the biggest despair of them all? You have all this hope being like Jenga, you're building up this hope and you're just like, nope, too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and kill you anyway. You know, like, why did they have to kill themselves? It, again, like, you know? Shout outs to Like Color for the amazing explanation. Yeah, that was really good. I watched the full timeline video 3 times. Dang, like it's so well informed. Thank you for speaking. Yeah. But like, again, you have to understand this. Like, I guess they were just cuckoo in the brain after killing the sister, that they just wanted to off themselves as well. Sure, like maybe that could be explained later on in the novel or something like that. But if you really wanted this to happen, and you built it all up and be like, all right, fine, you caught me, you know, all that stuff, and then you just pull the rug under from them, and then they're just like, psych, I actually just wanted to see you like really chasing for it. Yeah, I really wanted you to chase it. And then they just off them. And that would be like the best ending. I think me not surviving would have been a better ending. I feel like that the ending of us just going outside just was not it. I think if you actually had us all die from the despair and Junko was there, like, and just went off into the distance and being like, yeah, this is it. This is the stuff. I did it. Like, you know, that I think that would have been a tad bit better. I don't know. Like, it's just me. Maybe. So she could experience the ultimate despair in her, you know, win-win, entirely the ultimate hope. Your own death is the ultimate despair for someone. That is why Junko killed Mukuro, so that there would have been PL fallen and her death. But hold on a second. Yeah, that's fine. The ultimate despair is your own death, but then you don't have any more despair after that. The experience Junko is just Junko. I think it's explained-ish in the manga of why she is the way she is. Okay, bet. If that's explained in the manga, then I can take that explanation. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Like it's like, you know, like something like Blue Lock. You know, when I watched like Blue Lock or Squid Games and stuff like that, where they're all trapped in a location and they have to fight for the death kind of thing. Hey, you better do this. You know, like all that stuff. Like when they're kicked out and stuff, and you know what happened in Blue Lock? Oh no, I don't want to spoil it. Never mind. Dang it. No spoilers. But anyways, it's the same thing in this one, where it's just like whatever. So it's more of a game, right? And I get it. And I get it. It's just for me, I felt like it was a bit rushed. Let's just put it to you that way. I did feel like it was a bit rushed at the end, right? So if they had one more thing, like, you know, like they had all that and then they developed it some more with the context of now they know that it's Junko. But Junko is obviously heavily armed and you have nothing to fight against. So now you're just, you're trembling in fear because you can't get out. There's no way for you to do anything because now they're heavily armed now. You can't do anything about it. And there has to be some sort of final thing, like you have to overrun this entire school or something like that. I don't know. It felt a bit rushed to me because I didn't get a chance to really savor the moment with Junko, right? Like you got it. Like when you have a final reveal of someone, you want it to last. You want it to last long enough that you can empathize with the character rather than not. That is the whole point. You died. That's your despair. That your life over. There's no hope in despair. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I get it. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that being a thing, especially for Junko. I see that. Like when the quality of animation in Blue Lock looks like Danganronpa. Wow. I really enjoy all the media from Danganronpa being connected, but it does leave room for flaws in the storytelling. It's not the fact that it's like it's all interconnected and stuff like that. Like I get all of that, right? I get every single one of that. And that's fair. And that's fair. And then for you to build a game, like I'm gonna assume that this is an arc for a game kind of thing, like the manga. This is one arc of the manga, and then the Dangan 2 is another arc of the manga, and then 3 and so on and so forth, right? So it could be that, and that's fine. There's a lot of freedom for you to design something like this, right? But I'm not. How do I want to say this? Because okay, let's just put it to you this way. All right, chat. Make sure you timestamp this for me because some people will want to know what my rating of this game is, and I'm gonna go ahead and rate this game right now. Okay. So overall, I think my rating for this game overall, okay, is, even though I've said all the things that I said previous to this, I would still rate this game for a 2010 game. I would rate this game a like 8 out of 10. And I'll give you the numbers right now. So like graphics wise, I would definitely give this like a 9 out of 10. Like the graphics for 2010 for sure. The graphics and the voice act, let's separate it. So the graphics 9 out of 10 is really good. I like the style of it. The art was very unique. I like it a lot. If you like those types of things, like a washed out, I would like even go to say like a washed out oil painting-esque kind of thing. Like there's some of that like in the cutscenes itself is like kind of a washed out oil painting, and then you go to the actual gameplay and it's like cutouts of manga stuff, which is really nice. I like that a lot. So the game, so the graphics, the art of it, I would say 9 out of 10 is really good. The gameplay itself, it's kind of janky. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's kind of janky in the mouse and keyboard. They do give you that option, so that it's kind of janky in the mouse and keyboard, but overall I think the jankiness of it was still doable. It's sometimes the scroll wheel doesn't really do well. I know you can press Q and E and stuff like that, but they give you the option of the scroll the scroll wheel, and the scroll wheel did not do well in those bullet times and stuff like that. So I would put the gameplay probably around a 6 or a 7. It's one of the weakest things that it has. The gameplay itself, the mechanics of it was kind of weak, especially the way, and here's one quirk that I have with this game. You know the gacha system in this game where it's like, oh hey, spend enough coins and you get this. Like, dude, why am I spending more so that I can just guarantee something new? Why can't you just spin like 20 for me if I choose 20 and I get 20, right? So that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, dude, I have so many coins and you're telling me if I want more presents, I'm supposed to do this one at a time, and there's not even a skip button to it. I have to see what it's going to be. It took a long time. I think like sometimes for 100 of them, it took 15 minutes or so. It was a long time. And it's fine, but like give me a roller where it's like, oh, I have 200. All right, spend all of it and I'll get 200, right? And then one of those will be a rare. Who knows? Or something that I don't have yet. So gameplay, I would say 6 out of 10. It could be better, but again, it's a 2010 game. I have to put that into consideration. If it's a 2010 game and the gameplay was like that, I'll bump it up. I'll say like 7 out of 10. I'll bump it up just because it's such an old game. There's better mechanics, obviously, today. 7 out of 10 just because it's still janky. But comparable to today's games, I would say like, if you've only ever done today's games, like if you ever only played today's games, then I would say 6, maybe even a 5 out of 10. If you experience the new engines, the game engines today. Voice acting, 10 out of 10. I think the voice acting in this game, where the voice acting was, especially for the trials, I think that was a 10 out of 10, 100%. I think those were 10 out of 10. The voice acting was insanely good. I definitely like the voice actor for, I think the budget for the voice actors was insane, right? There's some big top names in there. But again, you have to take it with a grain of salt, or a pinch of salt. The voice acting back in 2010 was not like the best. Like no one was really well known in 2010. Like voice acting was really like big in like blew up just roughly around that time. Like all the big names are roughly around that time, even like maybe like early 2000s. So that's definitely a 10 out of 10. And even in like they're probably, all these voice actors are probably massive hit names right now, right? But 10 out of 10 for sure. I would still consider it 10 out of 10 back then, and I would consider it 10 out of 10 still now. So that's a bit like a really good aged wine kind of thing, right? So 10 out of 10 for that one. The story is a 10 out of 10. Okay, I know that as I continue with all of this, I say, hey, guess what? The story might not be the best because there's a lot of like loopholes and stuff like that. But in the end, it still got me thinking a lot about the stuff. Like, it immersed me enough to the point where I now am like, oh no, I need to escape and stuff like that. The story is 100% 10 out of 10. I would definitely recommend it for the story itself. That was super, super fun. There's a lot of things that, obviously I want to be different. Right? And as Chad already told me, the difference is like, oh yeah, all the games are interconnected and stuff like that. So I would say that the story is still 10 out of 10, even though I haven't played the other games yet. It just tells you to play the other game. Also, like the plot twist in this game, mwah, like chef's kiss, plot twist, mwah. Like one of the best things possible are the plot twists. Like Byakuya, like getting the like, oh, like the you know, like that thing, like he had to do that random things that he did. So that was one of them. Another one was with alter ego and all that stuff. Like a lot of them, like all the things that was written here, by far really, really good. Again, as I said before, there are things that I could have wanted differently, but as my chat, I will trust my chat and I will trust the other mediums, like, you know, the mediums of this, that it is going to be explained in the other games. So let's just go with the other games, right? Again, as I said before, it's like the same way as Kingdom Hearts just kind of expands on itself. This game will expand on itself later on in the future. I just hit my mic. What else is there? Oh my gosh, the soundtrack, dude. If I can go 13 out of 10, the soundtrack is fuego fire. The soundtrack is fire, dude. I'm not even lying to you. Whoever wants to play this, you're gonna want to play this even for just the soundtrack. It is absolute banger upon banger. It is so good. I think it's worth playing it just for the soundtrack itself. Like, woo, that soundtrack is fire. Like, my favorite one is definitely the opening theme. The opening thing is the opening theme, like Danganronpa. That one's really, really good. But also Monokuma's soundtrack is really good. Like, like I can't say it. I can't recreate it, but like that's where I would put it. The soundtrack is just literal fire upon fire. It's so good. Was that it? Is that all of it? So overall, I think that's more than 8 out of 10. I did have a 5 and then I have a 13 that kind of like compensates for it. It's closer to a 9 out of 10 now that I put like the OST is 13, but if it's just at 10, I think I did the math correctly. If someone can do the math, what is the actual rating if you do all that? I think it's around 8. I think like if I'm doing mental math right now, it's roughly around 8.3, right? I think it's 8.3 out of 10. So overall, right? So that would be 8, 5, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 8, 5, 9, 10, 10. It's not 7. Can't be 7. An 8, 5, 9, 10, 10 is a 7 is not it. 10,000. What was I gonna say? Yeah, but anyways, that's it. That's like that. I would definitely recommend this to someone. 8.4. I was really, really close. Differ on this game. But yeah, no, I would honestly say go ahead and play this game. Even though there's a bit of sussy areas in there, it's not enough. Like, and plus, I'm gonna tell you right now, right? If I was not streaming this game, like it'd be fine. I'm only streaming, like I'm streaming this, obviously. Ah, hiccups. Ah. I'm streaming this, that's why there's like sussy things, but it's not really that sussy. Like really, like obviously it's not that sussy. Like there's nothing that you have to worry about. I'm just joking around about the sus and all that stuff. They're all proper things. Like, you know, it's all proper. Like you're gonna see these photos like you know, like people in the pool. Oh my goodness, people sleeping. Oh my goodness. Like, you know, like no, they're it's completely fine. There is no sus at all. It's just all jokes. It's just all jokes for the stream. But there people are saying that like it's more sussy, right? There is not a single thing that's sussy. No. Let's take it back a bit. Toko is just a tiny bit too thirsty. You know, just a tiny bit too thirsty. Other than that, or genocide show. It's a tiny bit too thirsty. That's the only sus part about this. But everything else was it's whatever. You would see that in regular life. Just a tiny bit, just a tad. That's the only person that could be just a tiny bit sussy, but everything else is completely fine. So it's really good. So yeah. It's kind of with Toko's thirst. Oh, really? I can't wait. I wanna see it just because, like, again, it's not too bad, you know, like it's just like it's the drawing of it, right? It's the art style. And again, the art style is so unique and it's great. And the way that Toko was drawn when they're thirsty, that's the thing that I kind of don't like. It's just not. That's not it, fam. It's just not it. I understand that's the way that they do it to kind of amplify that type of personality, which is fair, right? It's a character design. It's not a flaw. It's just something that might not be streamed. Or if you're playing this, let's say with a family member and you're like, hey mom, hey dad, do you want to play this game with me? It's so nice. And then we're going to be like, all right, stop there. All right, stop there, little kid. Stop. You can't play this game. Not game for you to play. Don't do that, right? Don't introduce this to your like 7-year-old like niece or nephew, and you're like, oh hey, do you want to watch me play this game? No, don't do that one. But if you're like playing with like a couple of friends and you know you're okay with it and stuff, then you're completely fine. Like it's all Gucci. Yeah, that's it. Gameplay is cool as heck to me. I want to play that game. So like I will be playing the other games. It's just that like the time, right? So there you go. How do you think about it, chat? What did I miss anything? Did I miss anything at all? Oh, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. For all of you watching this up to this point right now, thank you. First of all. Second of all, I need you to really understand something, right? Because this is an RPG-esque kind of game. There is a story behind this. It's very heavily centered around story, okay? I need you to understand something. I did a mistake in the beginning where I played the game 1 week, one stream every week. That's 2.5 hours every single week. Don't do that. Play this game fully. Like, try to grind this game out. I think it's around 20 hours if you don't do the thing that I do, which is like stopping and you know, doing all these things, going back and stuff like that. It's roughly around probably 20 hours of just straight gameplay without you needing to wait for the voices to go through or you just skipping some dialogue kind of thing. Roughly around 20, maybe even 15 to 18 hours worth of a game. Really that simple. I don't think it's any more than that, because right now we're on our 14th or 15th stream, something like that, and it's 2.5 hour streams at a time, right? So it's roughly around 36 hours, give or take. But if you do it, if you do it at the entire like paced, Like you put 8 hours into this games every day, you can probably finish it in 3 days, maybe a week tops. But don't do it where it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna play this game, I'm gonna stop for a week, and then you're gonna go back, you're not gonna remember anything. You're gonna look at it and you're gonna be like, wait, where am I supposed to go? Right? Especially if you play on hard, because remember, I played on kind, right? Not gentle. We played on kind. If you want to do the whole story, then play on gentle, and then you should be fine. But if you play on hard mode, do the whole thing completely in like maybe a couple of sittings. By the way, I didn't say this. What's up, Goonie, and what's up, Nemeth? How's it going? Hopefully your day's been great and it continues to be great. What is up? Uber Sigma. Damien, you should watch on your own time this YouTube video where it shows the alternate executions for the Danganronpa Chapter 1. Okay, bet. Danganronpa's art style is so iconic. It is very iconic. The last trial of the third game is so painful to play on the Switch. I say this as someone with over 1,000 hours in the third game. Dang. Okay, that's a lot. And also, yikes. I didn't realize that you could play this on the Switch. But that must be very, very painful. 1 week, this rookie numbers. I've waited 2 months to continue Dangan 2 because I was waiting for a day where I could play it with my brother. That's well, really? I would forget everything. I forgot everything, not gonna lie to you. Like for me, even during the stream itself, I'm going like, oh hey, where do I have to go next? You know, like it's stuff like that you need information on, because then you just be wandering everywhere. Once you start learning kind of the curves of the mechanics, then you know like, oh hey, we're supposed to go here and there, you know, we're supposed to go to this new floor. Everything is all the games are 6 chapters long all the time. Oh, for the 10th anniversary. Ah, that was a couple of years ago then. Okay. No, several years ago. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's a fairly good way to wrap things up with the game. I think it's a fantastic game for you to definitely try out. I for sure enjoyed my time with it. And I know my chat also enjoyed my time, their time with it. Honestly, a good pickup, a literal good pickup. If you like playing story games and like visual novels, technically these sorts that are not otome like dating games, this is for sure a good pickup. It's not like Phoenix Wright. I think Phoenix Wright is a bit more in that detective-y thing. This one is more so on the lenient side of it. I think so. I think at least. All 3 main games plus a new called Danganronpa Summer Camp. Oh, there's a, by the way, okay, gotcha. Currently on sale on Steam. Is it actually? Wow, there you go. Danganronpa is currently on Steam. We did it, chat. We did it. We were like, yeah, this is the review for the game. Do it. Get the game. But yeah, there you go. I think I'll cut the stream short, quick. I'll cut the stream short today of just about an hour and 40 minutes or so. Number one, I wanted to make sure that I'm still pretty good. I can get 1 or 2 the for $18. Oh, nice. There you go. I'm supposed to be asleep right now. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna cut it short. Damien, wait. What's up, Wacky? Bleepa bloopa what, Damien? Yeah. That's all, folks. Can someone put my face like where like Porky, was that Porky Pig from like the Warner Brothers? And like, yeah, that's all, folks. Yeah. Does someone want to do that? Does someone want to do that? Here, I'll give that. I'll give you the scene of it. Okay. Okay, chat. I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna jump scare all of you. Okay, and it's gonna, if your screen brightness is really, really bright, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna get bright. All right. So warning right now that there's gonna be a lot of green on the screen because we're gonna go to the chroma key right now. All right, are you ready? And this is how to do it. Ouch. All right. This is for all of you if you want to like crop this out or something, and you can just like put it where the Warner Brothers pig is, you know? Porky the pig. You can even put like a pig nose on my pig face. All right. It's like that's all, folks. Oh my goodness. I just have way too much fun sometimes, dude. Lana, how's it going? Hopefully your day's been great and it continues to be great. What is up? We're just chilling. We're actually ending the stream soon, Lana. There we go. Damon, do you like mascot horror games? What is that? What is a mascot horror game? Your messages keep getting filtered? Oh no. Are you saying something that's not skibbity? You got new stuff on your channel? Poppy Playtime FNAF? Yeah, can you see? I'll definitely see, but I'll see it after stream. This is strictly for Dangan and stuff. Poppy Playtime. Yeah, I like Poppy Playtime. I played already Poppy Playtime, right? Do I do reactions? No, I try not to do reactions. Well, especially for this one, but I'll react to my chat's content and stuff, but I won't do reactions with other things. I don't want to react to stuff. I could probably do it on Twitch, but I don't want to have that as like the content that I want to make, you know. I want to make like good. I'm not gonna say good. I don't want to make gaming content, honestly. Does Ninja still do funny moment stuff? No, Ninja. No. How's your cookie run account? Not good. Not good at all. Waiting for the day Damien plays mouthwashing. Can someone tell me? Okay. Ouch. My rib cage. Ouch. Yeah, I'm gonna end it soon. The stream, I mean. What does /HJ means? What does that mean? See you later there, Wacky. Oh, half joking. So joking just means that. So is there such thing as an NJ? Not joking? Everyone knows this. I'm the only one that doesn't know this. You don't know? Means joking, half joking, and serious. Yeah. Oh, that's what it means. Is that like a Reddit thing? Not gonna lie to you, chat. I don't use Reddit. I'm not a Reddit user. I'm not chronically on Reddit. I'm not. I can't help. I can't. It's so cringe. Like the things that I see sometimes on Reddit, like if I have to like search like, hey, what's the best thing to do? Something like this. And like I see a Reddit post, like sometimes it's useful, but I'm also looking at it being like, how do I know that these are proper answers? You know? How do I know that these are proper answers? That someone could just be like completely just joking. Like someone once put down like, hey, how do I fix my computer? And they're like, oh yeah, you need to delete this thing like immediately. They need a system 32 or something. By the way, don't do that. Never do that. Anything that some stranger on the internet tells you, don't do that. Don't ever. Please, never. Regardless if it's good or bad that they're telling you, don't. Just don't. Like, think for yourselves, right? Make sure that if like you think that it's cool or fun, if there's someone literally on the internet that's not well known to the public, they have no how should I say this, skin in the game, right? What that means is that there's no risk involved with them. If someone is in the internet and they tell you, and they're just chronically on the internet, and someone tells you like do this or don't do this, don't listen to them. And you don't even have to listen to this, right? But like that's like don't do that. I usually don't do that. I would ask like someone that has some skin on the game, you know? Like I don't go to Reddit and be like, yo, what do I do this? Like I try to get someone that's like closer to me, or someone that has like, you know, if they have to be accountable for something, because people that's on the internet, like the accountability is literally zero. There's negative accountability. Negative accountability means that like, oh, hey, you followed that advice, dude. I was just joking. Like that's on you for doing that. Yikes. You actually listened to a stranger on the internet. That's crazy. But like, yeah, I don't do that just because it's like, that's kind of weird. At least for me, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Unless they have like actual sources that they would say like, oh, hey, here's the source and the reason why I'm doing this. This is the source of like 5 different sources. Everyone's saying the same thing. Oh, hey, sure. Then, you know, you've done the research for me. But like, if they just say, yeah, just do this, it's all good. Okay, I'm heading to the bed now. See you later there, internet. But yeah, this is going to be done. I'm only on Reddit when I want to look for fandom stuff. Nice. There you go. All right, chat. This has been fun. Thank you so much. You got the Dangan. Hopefully someone did timestamp that, because I want to put this timestamp down for my thingy. But yeah, thanks so much everyone for being here. Thanks so much. My mods, first and foremost, Rui, there's Ghosted as well as Hug It Out. Thanks so much for being here. Always appreciate it. There's Barbados. There's also Wacky, Internet Goonie. There's Lana. There is Colors as well. I know that Kayla was here. Nemeth was here as well. Oh gosh. We got Angie also here. Thanks so much for always stopping by. Totally Sancho was here as well. Kayla, Goofy Goober was here as well. Ninja and Winter was also here in the very beginning. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your time. We'll be going ahead and playing some Metaphor. Gosh, I was gonna say Memento. Metaphor tomorrow. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and just rest up because I'm almost ready to be healed from my sickness. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, or afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. That was it. I really think the game is good. I thought that there was going to be more of a stream today, but there was not a lot. That epilogue was literally 10 minutes, like literally 10 minutes of an epilogue, not even, maybe like 8 minutes or so. That was very, very short. Not even actually, because you most of that was credits, and it doesn't matter. So if you liked any of that video though, go ahead and check out the other videos right here. Like if you like it, subscribe if you want to. And if I don't see you again, hopefully you have a good day. Bye.